Hello everyone. Following my guides that I've made recently on the beginner's guide to Northgard, I've put together 5 quick tips to help people who might have just picked up the game and are confused by everything that they see. So here you have my top 5 tips for brand new players and how to start the game. Enjoy. So my first tip is to always scout the area that you're in first properly before you begin expanding. I like to put 2 scouts straight into the scout hut and get them to explore a couple of tiles that are adjacent to my starting tile. What you want to look for is the first food tile that is close to you. Unless you're playing as a specific clan, you won't be able to generate food until you've got this specific food tile. A food tile will be represented by one of 3 symbols, either fish, wheat or meat. And once you've expanded into these tiles, you'll be able to build a specialist building that will allow you to generate food. In order to further expand, you need more food, so make sure that if there's a food tile adjacent to you, then always expand to it first. My next tip is to manage your villagers. Villager management is key to success in this game. You can see your current villager and villager capacity at the top of the screen, represented by the small people symbol. Don't get caught early in the game at max capacity, as this can really stunt your growth, so build those houses early on. Your villagers are passively recruited in your town hall, but only if you have happiness of 0 or above. Obviously, the higher the happiness, the quicker they're recruited. You can click on your town hall to see the current progress towards your next villager. In short, no happiness, no growth. Happiness is maintained by how many areas you control, if you have a specialist happiness building, or by making sure that you have no injured, starving, freezing or sick villagers. They also get quite upset if you haven't upgraded their houses yet. All the symbols at the bottom tell you who is doing what job within your society, but most important is this one here. This shows that you have a villager with no assigned job. If this is the case, they will naturally just forage for food at a reduced rate. Make sure you never have too many villagers doing this, unless you need the added food production, such as early in the game when you need to expand and you haven't got a food tile yet, or during the winter when you've taken them off less important jobs. Try and avoid villager death where possible. Retreat them when they get attacked by holding the retreat button on the quick command at the bottom of the screen, and get a healer hut to keep them free from illness and at full health. Injured villagers work at a reduced rate and generate unhappiness. But to be fair, so would you if you've just been attacked by a wolf and were asked to go back to the farm. Finally, keep an eye out for the stopwatch symbol. This means that they have been assigned a job but they can't complete it. This could be because their building is damaged or the resource is gone. Healers also get this symbol if they've not been upgraded yet. So make sure that you've got people not sitting around doing nothing. My third tip is just some general advice on managing your tiles. You'll notice that some tiles will have stone or metal on them. These are limited resources that don't regenerate. Once you have built a mine and extracted the metal, you can destroy the mine. Therefore, I always rush these resources to free up space for building later on, as tiles have a limited number of build spots on them, represented by the little house. As stone is a key resource for building upgrades, you need to use it wisely. Once you've leveled up your town hall and unlocked building upgrades, in my opinion, you should prioritise the healer's hut, 2 houses, and then a food production tile. Upgraded food production tile allows extra villagers to be assigned and increases production, and also add food silos to your food tiles to further increase production and protect against rat infestations. I also recommend maximising food production tiles before expanding to new ones, as it will save you on manpower. I found that 2 to 3 fully upgraded and staffed food tiles with silos is more than enough. I've never played a game where I've needed more than that. Finally, place defensive towers on strategic tiles, such as those that border enemies or NPCs. These don't take up a building spot and can protect against all kinds of attacks, or they can at least buy you enough time to get your army over there to fend off any attackers. Tip number 4 is an easy one. Rush lore early. Even if lore isn't your chosen win condition, you should always rush lore quickly. It has some amazing bonuses that you should definitely take advantage of. In particular, and a favourite of mine, is the medicine upgrade, which increases both healing speed of your healers and causes them to generate food when they're not healing. This not only generates food, but it also prevents unhappiness spreading from injury and allows you to heal quickly and re-engage combat. There are other lore bonuses too, even some clan specific ones, but I won't go into them all here, it'll take too long. You can check them yourself on the lore screen. To generate lore, you can build a longship dock and send sailors out, and when you select raid, make sure you choose the lore bonus. Or you can get it from lore masters, who generate lore from the resources on the map. These resources are represented by small white cross-like symbols. Finally, and one that I'm passionate about, is always play balanced in the early game. And what I mean by that is never go into a game with a specific win condition in mind. Your win condition should always depend on the map and the first couple of years of play. Play balanced, reap the rewards, and then specialise once you've found your way around the map. Also, regularly check the win condition screen to see the path that your opponents are taking. You don't want them to backdoor a victory while you're too busy doing something else. The best example for this is the first couple of times I played this game, I tried to specialise in a specific win condition. And then an opponent beat me to it because their maps and strategic position suited that win condition way better than my own. So never go into a game with a win condition in mind. Play to the map. One extra bonus tip I'll throw in as well is always prepare for winter. The first couple of winters can really make or break your game. If you get set back by early deaths, I'm sorry, it's game over. Make sure you have enough wood and food to survive those winters. When it starts to approach the winter months, ensure that you're stockpiled. If you're not, then unassign irrelevant jobs such as miners, healers, warriors, and stock up on food and wood. Well, that's everything. I hope you've learned something. I have some more guides coming up in the coming weeks, such as clan specific guides, and some more advanced tips to help people get to grips with Northgard. If you've enjoyed this video and like to show your support, please like and leave some feedback in the comments. I'm new to YouTube and I'm still keeping my ears open. Thanks very much guys, have a good day.